I want to share two real-life stories with you. Both people had very different approaches. One lost everything and the other built a thriving business. The lessons from their choices could be the difference between failure and long-term success for your business. The first story is about a family friend who always dreamed of owning her own wedding dress shop. She had no business experience, but when her mother kindly lent her £60,000, it felt like her dream was finally within reach. She moved quickly, found what she thought was a suitable shop nearby, signed a long-term lease because the rent looked cheaper, and then went straight to wedding exhibitions to buy stock. At her very first exhibition, she was dazzled by sales reps from big-name designers. They told her she needed to spend a minimum amount to carry their dresses, so she spent thousands. Convinced she was getting amazing discounts, she walked away proud, believing she had the makings of a successful shop. But here's the problem, she hadn't tested the market. She didn't know if enough brides in her area would buy from her. She hadn't negotiated with suppliers, and she had tied herself into expensive rent and overheads before even making her first sale. 12 months later, despite all her hard work, the shop was losing money. The discounted sample dresses, they couldn't even be sold for what she had paid. The dream was becoming a nightmare. 18 months later, the overheads, advertising bills, and wages for a part-time staff member forced her back to her old job. Now let's compare that to another entrepreneur. In 1997, Greg Gianforte, a software founder running RightNow Technologies, saw the web taking off. But most companies were handling website inquiries with clunky, homegrown tools. Greg knew ideas don't prove themselves, sales do. So he wrote a simple one-page spec for what the software could do. Then he picked up the phone, he called hundreds of customer support managers, explained the concept, and asked a single question. If this software existed, would you buy it? As expected, most said no, and that was the breakthrough. For every no, he asked why. He noted the must-have features and cut the features that nobody cared about. In other words, he pre-sold the product while shaping it. He built only what customers said they would pay for, not what he assumed they wanted. That saved months of wasted development and created a product buyers were already waiting for. The result? RightNow grew fast, and in 2011, Oracle acquired the company for $1.8 billion. These two stories show a significant difference. One invested heavily up front, hoping customers would appear, and the other proved demand before committing. At Entrepreneur Solutions, this is one of the ways we help business owners. Instead of throwing money at stock, offices, or ads that don't work, we help you validate your marketing and focus on the activities that will generate sales. It's about minimizing risk, maximizing your chance of success, whether you're just starting out or looking to grow. Just click the link to get in touch, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.